The hypocrisy of the Republicans knows no bounds. So this man right here is one of the people that was coming hard for Hunter Biden. And Hunter Biden, as we all know, is Joe Biden's son. And he was having drug problems. He was raked over the coals. He was publicly humiliated for many of the things that he was going through. And we all know it was a ruse because he was a trigger point for Joe Biden. So this man, Senator Cramer, he was actually calling for Putin to look into Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and all of that. So that was wild in itself. And that happened back in 2022. Now, his son is going through some things. So this was a post from the Midas Touch. The 43-year-old son of Republican Senator Kevin Cramer was sentenced to 28 years for unaliving a police officer in a 100-mile-per-hour meth-fueled chase after escaping a hospital and stealing his mom's car. Cramer has frequently attacked President Biden by invoking his son, Hunter. Now, the thing is, if he was coming for Hunter Biden in 2022, and I'm sure up until here recently, he knew that his son was on drugs. So why is he doing that? And obviously, people that have drug problems shouldn't be raked through the cold. They should be offered help or whatever. But this person right here was one of the people who were coming after Joe Biden's son because, political fodder or whatever. And that's what makes this comment from Scott laughable. The lack of sensitivity and compassion here is sad, even disgraceful. There are no winners here. There's no politics here. Twisting the knife in the senator is heartless and cruel. This is all part of the problem our society has created. In a time of immense pain and loss and lives ruined, the lack of compassion is shocking, stomach-turning, and shameful. Cramer's son has addiction issues that are not dealt with adequately. This is the fault of the system of our society as a collective. That is tone deaf. That is ridiculous because Hunter Biden had the exact same thing. And the way they came for him, the way they splashed his naked body in a court setting was ridiculous. They had no compassion for that man. And now it's just like, oh, we need some compassion for these people. Why? Why shouldn't he get raked over the coals just like they did with this other person? It's like the way the hypocrisy is astounding, and it's literally just happened where we saw Hunter Biden being used as political fodder, and then they're like wanting compassion. F that, match energy for these people. Like the person at the bottom says, well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? I'd say that is karma. Exactly. He deserves, no, because a police officer lost his life. But his son and this senator definitely deserve to be on Front Street. They deserve it. This was an official press release from Senator Cramer back in 2022. U.S. Senator Kevin Cramer, Republican from North Dakota, joined Senator John Cornyn in sending a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland demanding that the U.S. Attorney General David Weiss be extended special counsel protections and authorities to conduct the investigation into Hunter Biden. There's no way of knowing the entire scope of the investigation, but evidence seems to be mounting that Hunter Biden committed numerous federal crimes, including but not limited to tax fraud, money laundering, and foreign lobbying violations, wrote the senators. Given that the investigation involves the president's son, we believe it's important to provide the U.S. Attorney Weiss with special counsel authorities and protection to allow him to investigate an appropriate scope of potentially criminal conduct, avoid the appearance of impropriety, and provide additional assurances to the American people that the Hunter Biden investigation is free from political influence. Now, just like this, that's why this man deserves all of the smoke. And let's not even act like lots of these people don't have family members that are on the booger sugar or meth. I mean, I'm looking at you, Don Jr. These people are wilding out here having all of these parties. I mean, Matt Gaetz. So the fact that they act so hoity-toity like they deserve some kind of protection is laughable. All right, so here is today. Senator's son sentenced to 28 years for unaliving a North Dakota deputy during a car chase. So here's his son. He's 43 years old. Obviously, he is a grown man and deserves everything that's coming to him. The adult son of North Dakota Senator Kevin Cramer was sentenced to 28 years in prison Monday in connection with a wild chase in which he fled from a hospital and drove into a deputy's vehicle, unaliving the deputy. Ian Kramer, 43, pleaded guilty in September to all charges against him, including homicide while fleeing a peace officer, preventing arrest, reckless endangerment, fleeing an officer, and drug and driving related offenses. Those charges related to a December 6, 2023 chase and crash that unalived Mercer County Sheriff's Deputy Paul Martin, 53. State District Judge Bobby Wheeler handed down the sentence of 38 years with 10 years suspended, 3 years of probation, and credit for over a year served in jail. She also included recommended treatment for addiction and mental health, but he likely won't serve the 28 years, the judge said. The State Department of Corrections has their own policy on how much time you're going to serve. These are not mandatory minimums, which mean that you're probably going to serve a small portion of that 28 years and be out on parole. So that'll give you an opportunity to have a second chance that Deputy Martin does not have, nor does his family have. Cramer, who wore orange and sat quietly next to his public defender, apologized to Martin's family when asked if he would like to speak. I had no intention to do any of this. It was an accident, and I just hope that someday they can forgive me. And I think the best thing for me is to go to a hospital and just get more help. Much of the sentencing focused on Kramer's addiction and mental health. Mercer County State Attorney Tud Schwartz, citing doctors, said Ian Kramer has been experiencing long-term effects of taking drugs to put himself into a mentally ill state. Cramer admitted using methamphetamine and bath salts the day of the crash. Kramer's mother, Chris Cramer, read a statement in which she said her son has hurt his brain a lot on his own and is dealing with a mental illness. She apologized and said, "I really do feel responsible for what happened on December 6th. Bismarck police says she had taken him to a hospital because of mental health concerns. Court documents say he crawled into a driver's seat of the parents' vehicle after his mother got out and smashed in reverse through the closed garage door of the hospital's ambulance bay. He later fled from deputies when one confronted him in Hazen, about 70 miles from Bismarck. Cramer hit speeds of over 100 miles per hour and kept going even after a spike device flattened 2 tires. I say, where are the fathers? Where is his father? And the reason why I have so little compassion is because when Black people were having drug issues or whatnot, they were criminalized. The soft hand that gets taken with these people is nice. It's for their humanity. But let me know when Black folks get the same humanity. Let me know. All right, y'all. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.